Awaken, my child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright.
Hi everybody, Army P here for eXplorminate.net, and welcome back to one of my Stellaris strategy videos where I'm going to be focusing on the endgame crisis, the Prethoryn swarm, how to maximize triggering it, tactics to use, and of course on how to get the achievement. The swarm is the only endgame crisis that doesn't have a hard trigger. The trigger itself is the time allotted in your game. There's actually a 25% chance that they will never show up at all. But to maximize this, what I decided to do is I turned off all the fallen empires to 0, which means that you can't reverse engineer side drives, which triggers the unbidden. And I also decided to make everybody use warp as their standard faster than light. The swarm will most likely trigger sometime around 2400 in your game. That has the highest probability of chance, and you're going to notice a notification popping up of subspace echoes from outside the galactic rim. You know that you've actually triggered the swarm if that happens, and it's going to show up on your galactic map. The swarm will show up in several waves, and in the final one they'll come with both colony ships and construction ships, essentially infesting any planet that they find and completely terraforming it to their own needs. Once they start to do that, they're going to be able to manufacture their own fleets and start pushing further and further into your and your allies' space. The key to beating the swarm is to strike as soon as they enter your galactic map, not letting them take a foothold. Make sure that you've customized your ships for point defense and anything that bypasses armor, as they have no shields. So arc emitters, plasma cannons, and kinetics work perfectly. Let's talk a little bit about getting the achievement, which is capturing an injured queen. Now, for this to occur, the swarm has to be able to control at least one planet on the galactic map. What'll happen after, I'd say, about 30 years in this particular case, it could be up to 80, a situation log will end up popping up saying that they found an injured queen. You have to take your science ship and go and survey it first before any of the other enemy empires, because they will all converge on that exact point as soon as that pops. As soon as you research the queen, the achievement should pop, and you get the added bonus of having the queen be tamed and become part of your fleet, who will spawn her own personal fighters. So that's the endgame crisis of the Prethoryn swarm. I hope you guys can use some of these tactics to ensure that you've maximized the chance of the crisis actually occurring, the tactics you can use against the swarm, and some of the prerequisites you're going to need to make sure you get the achievement if you're one of those guys who loves to Iron Man Stellaris. So this has been Army P for eXplorminate.net, and a special thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. And I'll see you next time.